Few things I want to cover real fast. I'm trying my best to not listen to this garbage. Not listen to any of this garbage. I have to when it comes to a point, I have to kind of say a few things real fast. First of all, out of the risk of what's been going on for the past few weeks, first of all, CPS was called. All right? And the reason why CPS was called, because you, Stoker, put your kid in front of the podcast, and the kid listens to pretty much everything you say. There's sexual innuendos, sexual stuff that's being said, sexual innuendos, stuff, defamatory stuff, inappropriate stuff that a child his age should not hear or listen to. Okay? That is, by every definition of child abuse. If you were a parent, you would make sure, if you were a parent of any such, you would make sure that child was not in the same room. And clearly, that child is right in the same room every time, walking in there and then being a part of what's going on. So yes, there was blatant child abuse there. That is why CPS was called. Now, next thing. So they're playing videos and audio from Spencer and Doug. Remember now, I don't use fake aliases. I don't use a fake alias at all. I use the real name, okay? So Spencer, being this bitch that has pretty much been involved with this shit for the past 3 years, telling me when I don't want to be a part of it, and I'm just as much as a victim as you are. I don't want to be a part of it, and and they're gonna make fun of me, and they're gonna mock me as well, and I have a job that I do. Well, first of all, Spencer, you're a school teacher. Second of all, what job are you talking about? You're a school teacher. It's what you are. Grammar school teacher for Mecklenburg County on the outskirts of Charlotte. All right? Give me a break. And we already know that Doug was your brother. Doug was your brother. I see they're talking about him tonight, about old Doug. So talking about the goon community and how all the goons fill a purpose, and there's some bright people in the goon community and their fellowship and how they follow the fellowship. There ain't no fellowship. It is a distorted bunch of misfits. The goon community, what goon community? It's a bunch of distorted misfits. And I'm sitting here listening to all of this shit go down, and and how this was all pre-planned and pre-orchestrated. And I remember Saunders himself telling me that this foreigner was going to try to get a woman involved in this. Saunders said a woman would be involved and try to carry the baton and keep it going. And I just dismissed the whole damn thing. I dismissed the whole damn thing altogether. So now, I'm sitting here listening to this garbage. It doesn't make any damn sense to me. It doesn't make any damn sense to me that this woman, Spencer, would have taken it this far. If Spencer was a troll, which she is, obviously she is, and she is obviously a cunt to boot, for allowing it to, not having a conscience to say, hey, I can't continue with this. This is not the right thing to do. Even if she was a part of it, this Spencer, this cunt, and her brother, she should have said, look, I'm not going to continue this any longer. It's not right to do this. But no, she continued it. So, again, you are a cunt. You are the definition of a fucking cunt. All right? And yes, I know that Stoker, you felt the earthquake tremblings going on with some of your videos. Of course, you put them back up. I'm going to do something, and I'm going to make sure that channel gets permanently knocked off. Both your channel and the negative bank account channel, I'm going to make sure those channels get knocked off, along with Yared Wars. You hear me, foreigner? Yared Wars 2. That shit is all coming down just like a fucking pyramid, like the fall of the pyramid, the fall of the sinking of the Titanic. A good analogy. The sinking of the Titanic, those channels are going bye-bye, and they're going to bye-bye forever. So there, Stoker, you felt the trembling there, didn't you? You felt the earthquake there by some of your videos getting removed, and of course you put them back up. Well, I will take them back down again. Okay? You recorded those recorded conversations are going to come down. Okay? Those recorded conversations are going to come down. And you're fucking trying to use me, trying to go ahead and trying to make up all this other shit you're talking about the trying to say that you're going to sue me. Monday or Tuesday, you should be receiving something in the mail. It's not a Christmas card. It's not even an Easter card. It's not a greeting card. It's not a congratulations card. It's a card that you're going to get in the mail. You're going to get it in the mail, and it's not really a card. It's just to inform you, and it's going to be very much of a precursor to what's going to end up happening. So you're going to come sue me? Well, Stoker, you might be in for a grand surprise. You know, and then the sound of Gomer Pyle. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Well, there's going to be a surprise. A big freaking surprise. So all this talk about trying to get me for this and trying to get me for, and you're playing these things about me saying I'm going to shoot somebody and whatnot. These were all private phone calls. So I know that, that to you all means nothing. They were private phone calls that were made. So don't worry about that because, those things are going to come down. Like I've said so many times, your channels are coming down. All three of them. Actually, four. There are a bunch of them. But mainly the Party Palace, Negative Bank Account, and Yared Wars. They're the three main channels that I'm going to knock down. Field's Party Palace, Negative Bank Account, and Yared Wars all going to go bye-bye if I've got something to say about it. Now, hey, Mel, let me inform you of something, okay? I thought about this really hard and long, and I felt like I just need to come out and say it. So, Mel, get ready. We know that you use a lot amount of makeup on your face, right? Like a clown, like Krusty the Clown. You use all this makeup on your face, okay? Well, the way I see it is we could take it from a different combination. You take that makeup off your face. All that makeup comes. Not only do you look like a hobo, you look like a female version of Robin Williams. You take all that caked makeup on, and then you take it all off, right? And you look like the female version of Robin Williams. Okay? Maybe you could be playing Mrs. Doubtfire, or Mrs. Doubtfire. You could play that role. Ooh, my. And I thought about the 1960s. There was a comedy show called Bewitched. Remember Bewitched? And the mother that played in Bewitched, what was her name? I'm trying to think of her name. I just had her name. Well, her name was Agnes Moorehead. And she played the mother of, Elizabeth Montgomery. Elizabeth Montgomery played the woman that was the main character in Bewitched. And I forget what her character was. Anyway, so basically, so Andorra, it was the mother of Miss Montgomery's character there on Bewitched. He'll come to me in a second. It's been a long day. But, so, the woman's face was caked up with makeup. Really caked up, scrounged with makeup. You remind me of a combination of Andorra, Agnes Moorehead. Take all that makeup off her damn face. Looks like a damn fucking scary witch, if you ask me. A scary fucking witch. And so what you have to say about me and your analogy about me ain't worth a tinker's worth of shit. So take those combat boots and stick them up your ass. Better yet, matter of fact, take those combat boots and take what you have to say, okay, and stick everything you've got within yourself and stick it and crawl up in a fetal position and go plop in a toilet. Because what you have to say is equivalent to droplings of an ass, droplings of shit coming out of an ass. Okay? So you need to take a dump and you need to flush yourself down the fucking toilet. That's what you need to do. Because you really have nothing to say. And, yes. Look like that, the mother Endora, the witch on Bewitched, and you take the makeup off like the female version of Robin Williams. A female version of Robin Williams. You're no prize. You got that Duncan Hines cake batter with all the extra toppings on there. Remove all that shit, and you look like a freak of nature. You're not any prize, bitch. Where else am I going? You got that other fucking fart. You got that half breed. Mr. Mumbles. Nobody really. You're so under the radar. It's not even worth talking about. You got something to say. You really have nothing to say. I see you. You go ahead and you critique Kevin's shows with Mary Elizabeth. You do that little shows with Kevin and Mary Elizabeth, and you try to critique his shows with her. You fail. Mr. Mumbles, you call you, half-breed. What you have to say really amounts to nothing. Go find Latalia. Go find Latalia and see if she's in her vicinity, or if you're in her vicinity, and maybe you can go back to that episode again with, sitting by a car, shaking your body up and down next to a car, being excited, reaching puberty or whatever. I guess you reach puberty, so you want to show how excited you are by rubbing your body next to a car in the vicinity, or in the vicinity of someone who you think of. But obviously, you're obsessed with your eye candy. You think of me probably, but again, like I tell these other trolls, I don't swing that way. So go find Latalia, and better yet, go find your mama. Go find your mama, because obviously you got mommy issues. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say whatsoever there, Luis. Yeah, you need to drop your head in the toilet also. Stoker, it's just like this. Okay, you want to talk about that you're going to do this and do that, and then I falsely made a police report. No, I made an accurate police report. All right. Now let me tell you the way it's going to go down. If you come down to Richmond looking for a problem, you're going to find a problem. Okay. So my advice to you is when you come to Richmond, stay out of my way. Okay. If you're going to come down here and look for a problem, I guarantee you'll find a problem, and it won't be the way you like. It won't be to your liking. Trust me when I say that. God, what else? It's just, hey, I live my life, and I live my life the way that I need to live my life. All these jokes about me and these recorded calls, that was a private phone call. That was an isolated incident, taking medication and drinking. Okay? Things like that have happened. Taking medication and drinking. I'm sure worser things have happened to most of you malcontents, but just not heard of or talked about. And about me using the N-word, I don't need to. That was a private call once again, and that you want to say that I use the N-word. Let me tell you something. Anybody who knows me knows who I am, so I don't give a damn what you imbeciles think. Doesn't really fucking matter what you all think. So, the revelation about me doing whatever, being sick, and then the revelation about me, being upset. These are private phone calls. It's invasion of my privacy. They're private effing phone calls. That's the bottom fucking line. Now, you want to keep pushing this issue, we can. But what's going to end up happening is there's going to be a rippling effect, and it's going to happen pretty damn soon. The precursor's coming in the mail to you, Stoker. The gift that keeps on giving is going to be coming in the mail to you. And you're going to have a chance to do the right thing. But knowing you, you won't. So Stoker, you're going to get the brunt of it. And when the hammer's going to hit when you least expect. But that hammer will fall and that hammer will fucking hit. What else? What else is there to talk about? Spencer, what you need to do is demand Markland to not run any more of those shows. Okay? Spencer, if you had any small character without you, or any small dignity about yourself, okay, or a conscience, if you had a fucking conscience, Spencer, you would tell Markland, don't air any more of those videos. You don't want to stop airing the videos, okay? So Spencer, I challenge you to do this. If you have it within you, if you have a small conscience, tell Markland to stop running any more of those videos. Let's see if you have the balls to do that. And to think that, like I said, 3 years of this shit, yes, I'm mad at myself. I'm angry at myself. 3 years of going through this shit and playing this shit, I am extremely upset and mad at myself for allowing this to happen. Now, that's fine. I can't go back in time. I can't change it. Okay? Yes, I want Angela's address. And I will get, I've got a lot going on. I want Angela's address, but I'll get her address sooner or later. Okay? When you start making defamation, comments, slander, and libelous, and slander, and making defamation, and saying shit that's inaccurate, there's consequences to that. When you start making up these free willy comments about me, there are consequences that need to be served. Okay? And they will be served. Okay? Trust me when I say that. Enjoy it while you can. But like I said before, I'm knocking that damn fucking podcast down and those channels like a hornet's nest. Like taking a can of Raid and spraying it on the hornets and the bees nest. But this time I'm taking the can of Raid and I'm spraying it on the troll's nest. And the nest being those 3 fucking channels that are going to come down if I've got something to say about it. All right? So come on down here and do what you got to do. You cause me a problem, you invade my privacy, you will have a problem. If you get involved in my space and you get involved in my private area, whoever you are, you will have a fucking problem. You can bank the farm on that one. Okay? I'm not like I said, I'd have to laugh when I start hearing about the goon community and how it's a fellowhood. It's the goon community has a fellowhood. It's no fellowhood. It's a bunch of mentally ill misfits. A bunch of mentally ill, sick, deranged misfits that are obsessed over one person. All right? The Cyrax character, leave the guy alone. Okay? Mr. Kim or whoever the guy is, the old man, leave him alone. Chris Chan, leave him alone. Leave these people the fuck alone. You are not the judge. You're not the judge and jury to get to fucking depict about trying to torture or trying to fuck with these people. Leave Cyrax alone. Leave Mr. Kim alone. And leave Chris Chan alone. Leave these people alone. You all are not the be and end all to this. It doesn't. You're not the delegators, and you have delegation to call the shots. You're not the one that makes the decision on delegating, calling the shots, because there's repercussions. And certainly with me, you're not going to be giving any delegations of anything. We're not giving the delegations or being called to just, continue this because you think I deserve it. Because eventually you're going to feel the repercussions and you're going to feel the consequences. I'm going to be dishing it. You're going to be dishing it. I'm going to be dishing it. And I'm going to be the one to say who deserves what. I'm going to be the one that says whatever. You all are not fucking suitable to make the decisions upon, of trying to slander someone. You all are not the king and the judge, to make, or a god or whatever you want to call it, a king or a judge, to make a decision upon or trying to slander somebody. Because when you get it back at you, when you get a heavy dose back at you, then you get to see the real consequences, the real true consequences. Okay? The anonymity, the mask gets pulled and you don't like it. Once we pull the mask, the anonymity is gone and you just don't know what to do. You don't like it. Well, we'll continue pulling the mask off of these people. We will continue pulling the mask off these people. Fuck you, trolls. Fuck you, trolls. At every nth degree of the word, fuck you. Fuck you all. Team GG will prevail. I'm going to prevail, and the reason why I'm going to prevail is because I said so, and I'm going to live what I've got and live my life to the best that I can. I'm going to continue doing what I do with a smile on my face.